Hello everyone, welcome to my channel LoveGrowsTarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Taurus in the month of September. If you like my readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. Any descriptions, I will leave in the description box below. I do take donations. You can go to paypal.me/LoveGrowsTarot and leave them there. I am guided by my tarot cards and spirits, so basically I just keep shuffling until the appropriate cards present themselves. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with absolutely everyone, and the themes and energies in these readings will take place in the future as well. So you can come back and review these readings whenever you'd like to. I start with 3 opening cards, one for the past, one for the present, one for the future. We're just going to see what kind of energies are lingering there and what effect they may be having on you at this present time. I continue with the rest of the reading, and I end with a subconscious card, what your subconscious card is trying to tell you. So let's get on with this reading for the sun sign of Taurus in the month of September. The first card we're looking for is the past. So we have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is your relationship with money. It's whether you hold on to your money too tight or you let go of it too loosely. So it is about money flow, but it's about your relationship with money. You may have had a good relationship in the past, or you may have had a bad relationship within the past. This is also a card of real estate, so for some of you, if you are considering buying properties or big ticket items from the areas of the Pentacles, they're about finances, they're about material possessions, and they're about worldly goods. It means that you're going to be getting a good deal on something. It could be real estate, it could be a car, it could be something that you've been trying to get for a long time, and now's an appropriate time for that. So we're going to look at it as a past card. So in the past, what was your relationship with your money, and how is it affecting your future at this present moment? Do you need to find more balance within that? And if so, that's really going to help you going forward. So think about your relationship with money, and think about it not only now, but think about how it affected you in the past. Oh, so the next card is the present. So this one is coming from the Major Arcana, and this is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is very spiritual. She has a lot of metaphysical knowledge, very esoterical, very wise. She uses her intuition. She doesn't speak. She just has a knowing, and then when you come in contact with her, you can tap into that knowing. So she's telling you to use your intuition. Maybe for some of you, if you're going down the spiritual path, to get more into your spiritual path by getting more knowledgeable about what you're doing, or take on some more studies, or just broaden your horizons and check out more about what's out there. Or maybe you should go down more of a masterful path. If you scatter too much, then maybe you should stick to one thing and really focus on that one area and really become masterful in it. Overall, though, it's really about using your intuition and how that's going to guide you. And that sort of pertains to the past card. So the money. So use your intuition to guide you when it comes to your finances. Like I said, it could be the purchases, big purchases. It could be the way you handle money and how it's setting you up in life. So really examine that and really apply that intuitive side to that. All right, so the next card is the future. So for the future, we have the Ace of Wands. Aces are awesome because they are opportunities and they are gifts from the universe. The Wands is drive, confidence, focus, energy, the entrepreneurial spirit, your projects, the type of careers that you want to put yourself in, and the energy it takes to get it going. So there's opportunities in the future for that area of your life. If you have some projects that you're interested in taking on, there's going to be a lot of doors opening for you in those areas. There'll be a lot of extra energy coming from sources. Your confidence will be built, and a lot of it's got to do with these cards here, with this, your finances, and you strongly using your intuition to guide you through life's ups and downs, and that will really open up the energy for the Ace of Wands to come through to you. All right, let's get on with the rest of the reading. The rest of the reading for Taurus in the month of September. What does Taurus need to know for the month of September? It's crazy, it's fall. The year passed so quickly, even though we're still in this kind of crazy situation. But yeah, that's crazy. I think so anyway. I think the year passed really quickly. It's hard to believe that we're in September and heading into the winter months of the year. So the next card is the Ten of Swords. The tens are the completions. You finished a cycle. The Ten of Swords is very dramatic. It's very bold. It's a lot about the company that you keep, how you sort of handled your truths and non-truths, things that people say that really hurt us. So there's a lot of that has been going on. A lot of just like negative thoughts and negative energy, and now it's sort of coming to a conclusion. And as you can see in the background, the black skies are lifting, and there's actually a light at the end of the tunnel. So whatever you have been going through, you can put that behind you. But you have to remember that you have to learn your lessons from this too. Like you have to sort of take responsibility as well on your part, and how this situation, how this arose, and how this energy got into your life, and really sort of change that when you're going into your next level, which is what this card indicates, is that you're going into another level of lessons, and another level of learning, and another level of awareness, and another and more of a chance to be mindful of what's going on around you, and especially your ideas, your thoughts, your words. All right, what's the next card for Taurus in the month of September? So we have the Six of Wands. This is a good energy card. This is a victory card. This is when you come out victorious. So whatever has been happening here in the Ten of Swords, it's completing, and you're actually coming out on the better end. So there could be a lot of misinformation that was hidden. Or no, not misinformation that was hidden. There's a lot of information or truths that were hidden, and now are going to rise to the surface. And if things were sort of like projected onto you, deflected onto you to make you look bad, then these things are going to change, and you're actually going to come out victorious. What else does Taurus need to know about for the month of September? The month of September. So we have another major arcana card. This time it's coming from strength. So strength is your inner strength, and as we're talking about the Ten of Swords and the kind of negative energy and that can bring to your life, strength is about your inner strength, not letting your emotions get to you, not allowing things trigger you, to really sort of get in control of them and just understand them. Understand why they do what they do, why you allow them to do what you do. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's rejection, maybe it's abandonment issues, maybe it's, there's so many things that can arise in our emotions, and we can let that dictate our lives and really get the best of us. So that's what strength is about, using your inner strength as an outer strength to carry you through. So really focus on that, because this is a major arcana, so this is something that you really need to pay attention to. And this is going to clear up a lot of this, and this will keep the Six of Wands in your life for a long time. What else does Taurus need to know about in the month of September for Taurus? Taurus in the month of September. What does Taurus need to know about? So we have the King of Swords. So the court cards are the people in your life, the people that you're surrounded by, the people coming into your life, the people that are going to sort of spark some interest for you, or the people that you're going to learn lessons from. So this is the King of Swords, and the swords are the air signs. So the air signs are Aquarius and Gemini and Libra. They don't necessarily have, these people don't necessarily have to be of those sun signs, but a lot of times they are. This king is a very, very, very authoritarian kind of a ruler. He is very directed by the legal system, directed by truth. He does not put up with any of this kind of stuff. He is very direct, outspoken, and straightforward. So sometimes his timing and his approach to things can be a little disheartening, but in reality, it's just his way of showing his love to you and wanting you to grow and wanting you to expand. So this is where your inner strengths are really going to come into play here, because this person, although coming in to teach you, the lessons might be a little bit more harsh than what you're used to. You are Earth sign, this is an air sign, so it's kind of like a little bit of a polarity there. So be mindful of the people that you feel take on this type of characteristics, and look for the lessons within what's going on within them, as opposed to being triggered and going back into some sort of defensive mode or fight or flight mode. All right. The court cards also can be aspects of that personality that you need to sort of bring more into your life. So in the case of the Ten of Swords, if it had been people and their words, thoughts, or actions were causing negativity in your life, then the King of Swords would be the type of energy that would stand up to this kind of thing and see through whatever it is that's going on and not allow it to happen in the first place. So that's when you need to sometimes take on the energies of the court cards. But overall, it's really about the people that are going to be coming into play within your world, and to really look for these people and to try and get the teachings, get the lessons from them. All right. And the next card we have is the Chariot, another major arcana. So it's another big lesson. This is about your confidence and your drive. It's also being independent, not having to rely on others, doing things yourself, creating your career, creating your world, creating your own happiness. So this is the Chariot, and the Chariot's coming in. So it's really, this month is really sort of about building you up, especially out of the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords might have had quite a bit of an effect on you overall. But to be victorious, you need to be this. To get this energy, you need to control your inner emotions. You need to learn how to be truthful, be direct, be outspoken, communicate. More so from a non-emotional side, more of a detached kind of communication, than getting too caught up in things. And then this is the Chariot, so that's going to be another area that you need to focus on. You need to focus on your confidence. You need to focus on getting out there and doing things and creating your own world, and not relying so much on others, because if you rely on others, then you're caught up in their drama. You're caught up in their control. You're caught up in what they're doing, and you really want to be able to live your life the way that you want to, without having people around trying to tell you what to do or control you at too many times, because then you sort of get into this kind of victim mentality, and that's not good for anybody. Right, what's the next card? So we have the Three of Hearts. So the Three of Hearts is about betrayal. It's relationships involved with three people, and just the dynamic of that relationship, and that dynamic not being such a good dynamic. It can be about endings. It can be just being involved with that situation. You have a triad of a relationship, and it's, it keeps on getting darker and darker, and sort of in a kind of heaviness to your heart and a sadness, and it's not something that you really want to be in, and you might be in it as well. So this is where a lot of your confidence and creating your own happiness will come into play, because this is going to shine. This is going to be an energy that comes through in September that you're going to be dealing with, and you may have been dealing with it for a long time, or you may discover it if it's for some of you in a relationship and then you discover there's a third person involved, that's going to be heavy on the heart. If it's the fact that you're in some type of relationship where 3 people are involved and it's getting to be too much, that's what you're going to have to deal with in September as well. So the next one we have is the Knight of Wands. So now we have a Knight and now we have a King. So the King and the Knight are both, the Knight of Wands is the fire signs and the King is the air signs. So these 2 people are actually going to be complementary for each other if they come through together in the month of September. So the Knights are dutiful. They're in service. This Knight might be leaving your life because he is heading in that direction. So it could have a lot to do with what this 3 of Swords is for some people. So the fire signs are Aries, the fire signs are Leo, the fire signs are Sagittarius. For some of you, those sun signs might be involved in this person. Sorry, I'm losing my words right now. So we do have a Knight. This Knight would be very daring, would be very fiery, would be very charming and magnetic and energetic and a real sort of go-getter. So he has a lot of qualities that draw people to him, but he's really sort of more independent and more, because he's of the fire signs, especially with Aries, they're more self-absorbed. They really sort of like are out on a mission to do things. They don't have time to wait around for other people to do things, so they just sort of like get up and go all the time. So having relationships with that quality of energy sometimes can be challenging. So this actually, for some of you, like I said, it might be the situation with the 3 of Swords, and this person might actually be leaving. All right, the next card is the 7 of Wands. And this is about standing up for your beliefs. So once again, we're kind of in a situation here in the month of September. You're drawing a conclusion. You've been in a situation where it's just like you've had enough. You've taken it, and you've taken it. And a lot of it can be just like it's just an abusive kind of energy. Whether that be words thrown at you or predicaments thrown at you or emotional abuse or whatever it is. Your confidence needs to be built up. You have to stand up for your beliefs. So within this, and these are 2 wands together. So if the 3 of Swords is a relationship that is coming to an end, and it may have, you may be quite surprised about the outcome of it, and the person is leaving, the damage, there could be damage there, and then you really sort of have to stand up not only for yourself but for what you believe in. If this person leaves, then you also are going to have to be standing up for yourself and taking a new direction. So let's see what the last card is. So this is good because the last card is the 4 of Wands. So you have a lot of wands for you in the month of September. That means there's a lot of energy. Things are going to happen quickly. You're going to have to make some snap decisions. It's going to be a high energy month. This is all about celebrations. So this is the celebration card. So this means birthdays, celebrations, enjoying yourself, events, going to weddings, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Just celebrating in general, just being really happy and learning how to learning about joy and how it feels to be joyful. So this is a really nice ending to all that is going on for you in the month of September. This just means that everything's going to turn out for the better, but you do have some life lessons that you have to learn, and you have gone through some experiences. The big thing is your intuition right here with the High Priestess. It's probably been talking to you for a long time, and you've probably sort of putting it on a back burner, and you've probably been aware of what you know is your inner self trying to tell you about a situation, or just sort of is wanting a change, and like I said, you've put it on the back burner, but now you sort of have to bring it forward and really sort of connect with it and figure out what you're gonna do, because if you do make some changes, it is going to be, it's not going to be the easiest, but it's going to be the best, and it's going to have a happy ending. How's that? So the last card is your subconscious talking to you. And this card is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is when you have choices, and the choices are in the air, and you can't figure out which one's the best one, and you keep sort of keeping them in the air. And it's also about illusions. Once again, we can go back to relationships, and sometimes people get caught up in these relationships and they don't want to change. They want to change, but they somehow feel like they're stuck. And so there's all these sort of illusions created about, sort of replacing what they don't like with things that they do like, but it's not really a reality. It's just kind of this made up happiness. It also is about choices and making the right choices. It can be about following your passion and those things that really you have interest for. So your subconscious really is trying to tap you on the shoulder and figure out what's going on and why are there, if it is illusions and you're just sort of creating this happy environment inside you because the external environment outside you isn't ideal, not the happiness that you may have thought you were getting, or the type of happiness that you really want inside. And so you're creating all these kind of like, things to make what you've got better. And your subconscious wants you to really focus on that and figure things out. So it's going to be a lot of changes. You're really going to have to think about things, Taurus. And if you want to make some changes, the changes will be there, and there will be positive energy to guide you through any of these changes. But you're going to have to gain some confidence, start sort of standing up for yourself. Watch your emotions. Your emotions are going to learn how to handle your emotions, learn how to process your emotions, learn how to, when your emotions come up, learn how to connect to them and question them at the moment that they come up. Like if it's anger, if it's just things inside that are keeping you kind of in a negative kind of frame of mind. As they pop up, just ask yourself and ask them why are they here? What are we doing? Why is this necessary? Why do I get these feelings? And what should I do to turn these feelings into more positive feelings? And you can turn that energy into manifesting, and you can turn that energy into healing, and that's really going to work for you. All right, so that's your reading, Taurus. I hope you like these readings. If you like these readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. Oh, follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. I also throw out some spreads on the full moon and the new moon, and I do some tarot tips on Tuesday if anybody's into that sort of thing. And you can go to #LoveGrowsTarot to find me there. I will leave any descriptions in the description box, and I do take donations. PayPal.me /LoveGrowsTarot /LoveGrowsTarot. I hope you have a good month of September. It's going to be some working on. It might be a little bit heavy in the heart, but you know what? If you are trying to make changes, you're really sort of becoming aware of more of your confidence and more of what you want to see for yourself in life. And so within that, the changes won't be so difficult when it truly comes to making them. So have a good September. Stay safe. And I'll see you again next time.